Very warm welcome to all of you. Today in this video I am going to discuss about the one challenge level. How we can use Gemini CLI and use MCP and whiteboard our website. So without wasting time, let's get started. So let's start the lab. So basically using Gemini CLI we can use let me whatever you do in Google Cloud Skill Boost app, try to do in incognito mode. So yeah, that's a good suggestion. Okay. So what is about first task? So before this is a we can say challenge. Like if you don't know about Gemini CLI, Whiteboard and MCP, I suggest to go through my our previous lab so you can get some links. So okay. So in this particular lab, you don't be just to hold this cloud skill boost lab, but we try to understand the concept under the hood. Okay, so without wasting it, this is a we can say lab material. G Cloud storage. Basically, we want to utilize the Google Cloud storage. CP means copy. Whatever available in this public bucket, we need to copy this thing in our present folder. So that's why we can see the dot. Okay, this is a zip file. I want to unzip the zip file, so that's why I run this command. So okay, I hope you understand these two commands. Okay. Meanwhile, what we can do, we can open Cloud and console, and here we can see the Cloud Shell icon. So yeah. So agree the terms and conditions, and we can continue. So here we can see this Cloud Shell. It will take couple of seconds to start a Cloud Shell. If it asks some authentication, please allow to the authentication. So yeah, here you can see it will ask for authentication. Okay, if you want to, okay, here we can see the our cloud shell provision. Okay, if you see these font are now you can increase the size of this font. Now, okay, I want to use Google Cloud and save everything into my present directory, and I want to unzip everything available in this system. So yeah, okay. Run the following command to create an environment variable. This is nothing but my environment variable. Which model I need to use, which service account I need to use, MCP server. MCP server available, or we can say this is a remote server hosted on this particular URL. I want to use Vertex AI, so use that one. What is the project ID and other. So, yeah. So here we can see, yeah, uh, we are what what is done is we are going to this Zoo Guide agent website and try to create this .env file. So let me go to Cloud Shell. This is my Cloud Shell. If you want to do some more insight, let me, yeah. Here we can see we are inside this particular folder or inside this folder. Why we are going this particular folder, but we here we change cd means change directory because we want to create an environmental file. So ls if you didn't see environmental file, so ls hyphen n. Okay, let me, yeah, now it's perfect. ls hyphen n. Yeah, here, okay, here you can see the environment file. .env file is a hidden file. Let me cat command means whatever available in .env file. If you want to see, you can use this command cat again. Okay, so I hope we are good to go, and let me go to the cloud shell and enable the necessary API. Finally, enable the necessary API. Okay, okay, we need to keep. If is there any error, we need to go cloud open. Try to open this thing in separate tab and open necessary APIs. This is a challenge that so you didn't found anything. Means I try to put, okay, well, let me first I will go to what I say API. I can use one command and try to do everything, but as part of this. After this lab, I can concatenate everything into just one command. The G Cloud service available, something like there is a very, let's go one by one and enable those APIs. This is nothing but Vertex AI API. Second one is Vertex AI. Why we need a Vertex AI API to use Gemini model? Artifact registry. Artifact is nothing but similar product like Docker Hub. Okay. Let me go to Artifact registry API. Yeah, this is already enabled. Let me go to Compute Engine API and Cloud Build and Cloud Run Admin API. Okay, this is nothing but Cloud Run Admin API. It's not enabled. We need to enable this API also. Okay, we are good to go. Let me check the process and okay, let me click here and also. Now we can, let me click here. Okay, I will try to generate a command so we can do everything faster. So I will here we need to grant permission. Cloud AI run admin and Vertex AI user to this particular service account. Um, okay, let me go to my here we need to go to IM zone. Okay, miss, I will show you. Otherwise, miss, in separate file, I try to use two command and you can run these two command and we are good to go. Yeah, here you can file the same thing. Now you need to go to edit principal and which two role we need to edit. Here we need to go to edit role, cloud run admin. So here we need to go to cloud run admin. Another role is Vertex AI user. So let me add that one also. Yeah, Vertex AI user. Click on save and we are good to go. Either you can use this command to enable this area. Let me run this for you. Let me run both the command for you. So in I will try to put this both command in this lab description. So yeah, Gcloud project aid I am binding. This is a nothing but project name and this is a nothing but role name. Yeah. So yeah, this working perfectly fine. So let me click here and see the results. So what is our next task? Deploy and test this locally. So this is a challenging task. I think. Okay, it's great, amazing. Let me click on ls. So cd okay, cd mcp mcp cloud run and we try to use UV package manager to deploy everything. You will get error in Gemini cloud cell once you will fix the error. Okay, here we face some error. So yeah, here we can face some error. So We need to fix this error, create an environment, and let me open my cloud editor so we can identify the error issue. Okay, so which file we need to identify the error? And server.py. Okay, great. Here we have server.py. Okay, this line is commented, so we need to uncomment this line. Perfect. How can I? Because yeah, means NCP. This is a nothing but my fast MCP object. So it didn't initiate a fast MCP object, so that's fine. Okay, is there any other error we need to identify? We can run this command and let's see. Oh, it's working perfectly fine. It's great. It's amazing. Great. So let me deploy this thing. And okay, if you want to see this thing, you can see from here also. Oh, not found. Perfect. Okay, this is also not found. Yeah, here we can see the start MCP server. Okay, this is anything but MCP. Why? Okay, here is it. Okay, let me run the next command and we try to run local MCP call. Okay, client. Okay, basically here we understood because here we try to create an MCP server and we try to create MCP client to call this particular thing. So yeah, deploy and test it locally. So let's say in first command in terminal, I need to run this thing. I need to run this server package. In next command, if this MCP server is running, and then I can test this thing in here. So this is a better perfect project. Perfect. Got it. So here we can see this is the this is nothing but my MCP server. How can I my run MCP server using? I created this local MCP call file as a MCP client. So we can use this local MCP call as a MCP client. Here we can see client. So that's amazing. That's great. Now let's go to next task and see the process where we are in this. Next task we will going to deploy this thing. Or we need to authorize and deploy. Okay, perfect. It will take 10 minutes, but we will try to deploy everything. Let me know. Yeah, let's do everything in just one new PowerShell and try to deploy everything. Yeah, update the agent and use MCP. So yeah, in this way we can use ID token and try to. I think that's it for. Okay, there is another one coding. These are nothing but not just deployment. Why coding we didn't do yet. Oh, there are so many things we need to do. Okay, we need to wait couple of seconds for deployment and let's see the process. Deployment will take 10 minutes in counter code and it will CPU. As per reason, cloud and deployment please get our data. Okay, let me go to next slide. Use MCP agent to use uh, we update the MCP to use the agent to use MCP. So perfect. Let me go to task number 3 and task number 4. Our challenge may be to use vibe coding and MCP path evidence. We are waiting for deployment maybe after this deployment. Okay, deployment. Or okay, meanwhile we will take this thing forward. Meanwhile deployment is happening side by side. So yeah, this table is for deployment. Now if I run use this token, create a temporary token. That's great. That's amazing. Let me run. How why I use the token to access cloud resources? Means yeah, here why I use create token because this is a nothing but my ID token. Now let me launch Gemini. No, okay, great. Trust the folder. Okay, now it's working. Let me search tools. Okay, here you can see that what are the tools available in this particular MCP server. So let me ask this question. Where I can find penguins? Because we need to, this thing is mentioned in this particular lab. So yeah. So here you can see, okay, Google search. For deployment, if our deployment thing is working, then we can test even better. But as of now, we are good. Let me ask this question. Okay, perfect means let me tweet and this is for testing our thing. But maybe after deployment, we can test this thing. Okay, meanwhile, what we can do, I can go into next task and run this particular command. Yeah. Gcloud run config set and try to run ADK web. So yeah, it's a good one. ADK web means it will create now. Basically means here, okay, let me try to explain everything in detail. So this is my, okay, using vibe coding now, what we, let me explain from scratch if this thing is available. So yeah. MCP server on ground. So basically this is a nothing but my MCP server. How can I want to use MCP server. I want to test my MCP server. So that's why I created MCP. This Google created MCP local.call py. In this way we can test the local. Now we deploy every this MCP server in cloud run. This is a nothing but my Google ADK agent. In Google ADK agent, I want to utilize this remote MCP server in my particular, here you can see that which particular URL IP host I want to use, and everything should be on secure way. So that's why token and everything is available. So, so let me actually, that's why here you can find this thing. Now let's go to Cloud Cell and here we try to use LangChain adapter to create an MCP server. So these are some deeper topics about MCP. So if you want to learn, please. Okay. This is a nothing but my MCP server running in. this cloud and local, where I can see the deployment part. No, it's not there. ADK deployment. Now I want to deploy this Google ADK, so not found. Okay, why this thing is not found? Because we didn't. Okay, first we need to create first we need to create a virtual environment, active virtual environment, and install requirement.txt, and after that we can run this locally, and we can use ADK command in this particular cloud cell. Okay, means with this labor, let me pause the video. So meanwhile, your time is not wasted much. Okay, so here we can see when we try to run ADK, there is some error. Application start another address while attaching my waiting. Okay, so maybe some other thing. This server is running at a same port, right? Yeah, exactly. Let me close this thing and try to run again this ADK web. So we can see this thing. Now our Google ADK, we can see Google ADK. Yeah, okay, great. Some this is yeah. Okay. So yeah, means there is some error, but we try to fix it. So let me see this particular task is completed. Okay. Oh, great, it's completed. This one, okay. So this thing is part of this thing we need to do in the cloud selector to the file and Gemini. Basically, for Gemini, we want to use this thing. I think okay, this thing we can do. Yes, so that's fine. Okay, meanwhile, we can do other things. In Gemini CLI, whatever the cloud run hosted, we want to use this MCP server. So that's why we want to change this setting.json file. So yeah, that's why. Okay, we will do this thing as well. But meanwhile, in this cloud cell, what I try to do, I try to deploy ADK deploy. Means I try to deploy this, a Google ADK in cloud run. So yeah, perfect. This thing we can do. Then it's update the agent to use. Also, we need to update our thing also, right? Yeah, Google AD deploy locally, deploy cloud run. Okay, we need to change our JSON dot setting file. So let me complete. Oh, great! Deploy everything into cloud. Okay. So here in this particular command dot Gemini dot perfect. Now, if I search Gemini, can try to run this thing, then it must be what trust the parent folder. Okay, here we can see this MCP is integrated. If I use this particular command, then we can, if we see our response, then well and good. Okay, basically, if I, yeah, so navigating from history to up and down in the server. So waiting for MCP server to initiate. So that's why maybe, but here we can see MCP server require authentication. So that's why we try to create use mole token. So you need to understand each and everything about this thing. So then we can solve the debug. These labs are literally good. Okay, here this is an also accepted. Basically, why? Because here you can see. Let me open this one. Um, this MCP server is not running. My test cases won't be able to clear because let me quit everything and try to generate it open again. So first, I try to just create one ID token using this command. Now I try to create a setting.json file and now let me go. Let me use Gemini. Okay, so here you can, it will take some time. Okay, perfect. So what we can do in tools or slash MCP. Okay, here there are these tools are available, but our Gemini CLI tools, let me search MCP, and if we found MCP, then good list. Okay, we can see with search and okay, here we can see this thing is available. Now, if we ask this question where I can find penguin, then it must able to answer the particular question. So here we can see find prompt. So yeah, anyways, let me in this um, let me wait. What I mean, if my video length will increase, you can see everything into 2x or 4x, but try to understand each and everything. So, other way, okay, great. Here you can see now it's working. Allow all. Now this is the accepted answer from this answer from our remote MCP. Okay, great. Now let me um, let me run forward slash find hyphen hyphen animal is equal to lion. If we want to verify this flow, okay, okay, we keep deployment will on process. So yeah, that's great. Let me run this command and I can see the log of this particular while coding. Great. This is the amazing. Okay, great. Here you can see the log. That's great. Now let's check the process of this particular. Okay, means where you can find the this exact command here. Events and each and everything. Okay, it may take some time, but our task is complete. I think second question is pending. Okay, yeah. This second question is pending. Find one. Okay, find one. Mm, okay, where find one is not there. Lion. Let me copy again and ask this thing. And update the event to use. Okay. After this zoo, I think this is the running. Allow tools. I need to ask this question. Okay. Here, this is a failing because there are some issue in code maybe. So let me. Okay, line and out. This one is successfully completed. Let me quit and wait couple of seconds to complete my second task. So meanwhile, I can go to the zone agent.py and try to find out. Okay, so here this is a good one. And why I say to do define fail to module name to do is not defined. Okay, where I can find. Okay, we didn't change this thing, so there is a somewhere to do is there. Okay, here they mention about to do. Right? Okay, response formatter. Google search is a tool. Very simple thing. Here we to do is not defined. So we are going to mention Google search control S. Okay, no need to do other thing. Perfect. Let me click here. Refresh. And where can I find the app? So as of now we just use Google search. But how we can, yeah, tools is a Google search only. Phone, but it's phones for meta. Okay, great. Here we leverage this our MCP tool. Okay, mm, add to compressed transfer region. Perfect. Okay, error. We receive some error. Okay, this is another my entire architecture of the page. So yeah, there is a four step. Eight to state only. Add from to state only. No other things. Okay, here we see some error also. Let me try to rerun everything and okay, we can deploy everything into cloud run. And where can I find any animals also? Okay, now let's see the process. Perfect. Okay, let me deep dive into each and everything and try to understand the. Basically, this aid it won't return anything. Let me check my log also. This is the I think as of now I don't think this one is for deployment and this one is for my Google ADK. I didn't found Google ADK one, so that's why. Okay, great. I can see this Google Elephant one answer. From where? From Google search only. Okay, page here only. Perfect. Okay, respond. Okay, great, amazing. So basically, it's grounded on our data also, but meanwhile, we can test in our first use case also. Where okay, this one is completed. You can see my task. Okay, deployment. Where can I find here? So meanwhile, we need to do this thing only, but deployment is also pending and verify the deployment agent. Okay, verify one is completed. That's where because we receive some log from that side also. So maybe a reflection will take some time, but meanwhile we are going good as of now. And whatever, I think 80% okay, 90% we completed. So you guys are good to go with this particular deployment will take some time and meanwhile okay, great. This one is also one is run perfectly fine. So this okay, let me try to create a new session and try to expand as much as I can. So let okay, mm, okay. So this is my nothing but state. So if I ask this particular question, where can I find the so this is a root region in Google. Okay, in Google ADK Lab we will deep dive into this thing. But as of now, okay. So here this is a greater region. This is a one. Okay, so this is a root agent. Root agent they have a one tool. It add everything into state. So after it delegate everything into this is a we can say sub agent. It delegate into sub agent. These are some tools. This is also one sub agent. It have a capability to Google search. So this is the overall architecture, and here you can find this thing. So yeah, thank you so much. We are good to go as of now, and have a great day. Bye.